Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports. And tonight it'll be the Atlanta Dream going up against the Los Angeles Sparks. In the booth with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafiteni, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're glad to have you along for the ride.
And you can hear the intensity in this building right now as these Los Angeles fans are here to support their Sparks.
Guys, this game has a different feel. These two teams have had some great battles. Bragging rights are on the line.
And for Atlanta, last year they pulled off a clean sweep in a 3-game season series against the Sparks.
Clock at 6.
Pow on the wing.
Misses the 3.
Even with the decent coverage that time, she has every bit of confidence to drill that 3.
Absolutely. Just keep shooting. I wouldn't bet against her the next time she's in that situation.
Well, it wasn't an easy start to the career of Kelsey Plum, but she's made serious strides.
Well, she goes first overall in 2017, scores about 9 points per game her first 3 seasons, tears her Achilles, misses 2020, but then after that injury, a perennial all-star scoring about 18 per contest.
Now here's Hamby. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
First personal foul.
It's going to go on Brittany Griner.
The intensity of Hamby, great at going up strong, forcing the issue.
2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Looking back at the Dream last year, they struggled scoring the ball.
Yeah, they finished last in the league in scoring. Big reason why? Well, they only shot it 30% from deep, the second worst in the W.
And good on the second, so she makes both.
Well, the WNBA season has still only just begun, but already the intensity is high.
Well, these players are competitors. I mean, nobody wants to get off to a slow start and look like an easy target in this league.
And she takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
These inside looks are what Jones is all about, and she knows how to outwork the defense.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter.
Now here's Van Loo.
Pass to Plum. To the inside. Here's Hamby. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Kelsey Plum.
Nice decision by Kelsey Plum. She can equally score or pass out of the pick and roll.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Howard up top. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Sparks. Deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Sparks able to retain possession here.
She had no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important because probably would have been a quick 2 points if she doesn't knock it out of bounds. So I love that effort level.
Now here's Hamby. Pass to Jackson. To the middle. Hamby shoots over Jones. Hamby misses. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Howard. And here's Gray.
Defended by Van Loo.
6 on the shot clock. To the paint. It's stolen by Hamby.
Jackson outside.
Outside Plum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that misses. That would have put them up. Outside Howard.
Pass to Pow.
The 3. Hamby grabs the miss.
The
Sparks trailing. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Jackson. Plum, guarded by Howard. Fires from deep. The Sparks, no good that time either.
That's 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to get into the flow offensively.
Gray outside. Now here's Howard to end the drought. Hamby grabs the miss. Pass to Plum. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jones. That is her first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Brink. Quiet so far offensively, searching for her first points of the game.
She's going to play her way right onto the bench if she continues to shoot the ball like she has this quarter.
And it's rebounded by Kelsey Plum.
Pass to Gray. Shot clock at 6. Howard, guarded by Jackson. Ryan Howard with another miss.
A little in the hoop for her this quarter. She still hasn't gotten one, not one, to fall.
And she was stamped there in the lane, and she gets the 3-second call. Both teams deciding to change it up. Atlanta leading. Gray outside. Pass to Howard. Makes the 3. Rebound by the Sparks.
Yeah, she's been off her game this quarter. Just hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go down.
Outside Plum. Inside. Hamby. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And here's Gray. Shot to stop the drought.
And rebounded by Brink.
Great defense right there to prevent one of the best finishers in the league from converting in close.
Outside Plum. Hamby down low. Working on Jones. 4 on the clock. From beyond the arc. Alema shot is off.
Here's Caldwell.
She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And off target as she starts the game 0 for 1. Pass to Plum.
Outside Brink.
And now Jackson. Here's Alema. Over Griner. Alema, shot is off.
The shot was there for her. She had to take it. And I don't care if she didn't convert. She should take it again next time.
Here's Caldwell.
Pass to Griner. Down low. That one falls. Her second basket of the game. She is now 2 for 3.
Oh, nice size at the guard position at 6 feet. Gray with the ability to score down low.
To the paint. Stolen by Jones. On the wing, Alicia Gray. Pass to Howard. Just 5 to shoot. Over Jackson. That's short off the rim.
She still hasn't been able to convert from the field, and she's just struggling to find her shot.
Outside Plum. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
It's just so hard to knock Plum off balance. She is so good at absorbing contact and finishing anyways.
Originally drafted by San Antonio, Kelsey Plum was a part of the first 7 Las Vegas Aces seasons.
Yeah, it's a bit odd seeing her in another uniform, but she made an incredible impact in Vegas, part of those 2 title teams, forever a legend in the desert.
And the Sparks with possession here. Trailing by 4. To the inside. Hamby. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Kelsey Plum.
With a rare combination of 6'3" height and fluid movements, Hamby can move with ease. Tough cover on the pick and roll.
Now here's Gray. She's guarded by Alaman. Pass to Howard. From the arc. That doesn't go either for Ryan Howard.
It's been that kind of a game for her, but look, the team is still winning, so keep your head up and just try to move on and be better from this.
She's having a tough quarter scoring the ball, unable to help them narrow the gap.
Now here's Jones. Out to Howard. Beyond the arc. That doesn't go either for Ryan Howard.
She's jacked up a number of threes, but her accuracy has just not been there. If you ask me, it's time to try something new.
And the basket by Hamby. And that ties it up.
And she's having a quarter, converting at a high percentage.
And so here's Atlanta. Now Gray. She's got 5. Pass to Caldwell. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. The Dream able to retain possession here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. It's hauled in by the Sparks. Past Alama. And here's Cannon. Here's Alama. Covered by Walker Kimbrough. Inside, Burrell. Lays it up and banks it in.
Ran her defender straight into that screen to open up the lane to the hoop.
That's the end of the first quarter and not much scoring. It remains close. Sparks ahead. They lead by a bucket. Stay with us as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. A close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Sparks. Guys?
Simple. Defense, defense, defense so far. And they have really clamped up.
Say it one more time, Tim. Defense?
Defense.
Every shooter that challenges their defense has had a hand in their face.
Now here's Hamby. Stolen by Nia Coffey. And here's Caldwell. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Screen by Coffey. Here's Howard. It's good from the top of the key.
That's a great shot from Howard. She's out here to score as much as possible.
Pass to Cannon. Here's Hamby. Left side, Stevens. 7-foot shot. Rebounded by Walker Kimbrough.
That's a big part of what they want to do defensively, and that's limiting her easy chances inside.
That's a surprise. Out of character for her to miss those when the D's not right in her face.
Past Alama. 9 feet out, and she knocks down the jumper.
Wow. I mean, come on. That's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, it's just nowhere to be found.
They have to start committing more bodies down low.
Here's Hillman. Over Stevens. And it's Hillman missing. Here's Cannon. Stevens in the post. Past Alama. from deep. Cans it from downtown. The Dream Trail.
And the Sparks trading for Kelsey Plum. What a major statement from that front office.
Yeah, they gave up the second overall pick in 2025 to get Kelsey. I think it was a solid move. The Sparks have lacked an elite scoring guard like Plum, and it's sending a clear message. We don't just want to win. We want to win now.
Stevens, that's good.
Of their last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is smash-mouth basketball, guys.
Yeah, they're really imposing their will offensively and getting exactly the kind of looks they want.
Here's Hillman. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Past Alama. And here's Cannon. Now here is Stevens. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. To the middle. Here's Hillman. That's in, coming off an assist from Ryan Howard.
Yeah, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And the Sparks call time here.
And during the last couple of offseason, Ryan Howard has worked as a D1 assistant coach.
Yeah, others might play overseas, maybe in that new 3-on-3 league. Howard's been coaching in a major conference. What a great experience for Ryan.
And in this second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Erica Hamby, a good look. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Gray, that's good.
Quality look from Gray. I mean, she's going to shoot it from there when she gets the chance every time.
Pass to Burrell. Back to Plum. Fires the three. The rebound by Hillman.
Surprising miss, wouldn't you say? I mean, she usually devours those wide open opportunities.
Here's Howard. Now here's Gray. Now Howard. 6 to shoot. Off target at the rim.
There was not a ton of congestion in the lane, and she could have done better for sure.
Pass to Plum. Rebounded by Pow Pow. Gray outside. Coffee. And here's Hillman. Azare Stevens with some nice D. Now Cannon. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. 14 feet out. Hamby misses.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish him there.
Now here's Coffee. Pass to Howard. Back to Coffee. Gray. No good. That would have tied it.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that's gone in their favor.
Yeah, effort and determination on the glass, they really can compensate for a lot of deficiencies.
It's almost like she's trying to make things hard on herself. Work it around, get an easier shot.
Pass to Howard. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Sparks.
I'm not sure why she keeps trying her luck from deep. It's just not working for her.
Here's Cannon, guarded by Howard. Now Hamby to the paint, deflects the pass.
Pow with it.
Pass to Gray. Here's Hillman. She's guarded by Stevens. Back to Gray. The Dream again can't hit. The Sparks leading. Inside, Hamby. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch.
And she continues to search for her rhythm. It's eluded her so far.
Good work there as it goes.
She did so well to lead her teammate right to the ideal spot. That's the kind of playmaking coaches like to see.
Pass to Cannon. Plum, guarded by Pow. Outside Plum. Down low. Here's Stevens. Here's the three. Plum, that's good.
And this is the mindset Plum has to possess, because when she buries quick shots, it gets her going.
And the Dream call time here. The Dream trail. Pass to Jones. The pick by Jones. To the inside. Oh, Brink, get that shot out. Now here's Van Loo. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Here's Plum. It's rebounded by Atlanta.
Well, the LA Sparks had a nightmare 2024 season, a franchise-worst 8-32 record.
Well, their prized draft pick, Cameron Brink, tears her ACL. The Sparks finished last in offensive rating. 2024 was one to forget for Los Angeles.
Now here's Stevens. Pass to Van Loo. There's the triple. Another three for the Sparks.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range. They're starting to heat up.
The defense is stepped slow. They've got to take away that airspace.
Pow with it.
She's guarded by Plum. From deep, Alicia Gray. The offensive rebound. Hillman, that's good.
She's really getting involved in the offense here after being held without a single point in the first quarter.
Julie Van Loo on the wing. Pass to Caldwell.
Inside. Stolen by Plum. Now here is Stevens. The rebound by Hillman. And here is Gray. 9 points in the game. Now Jones. There's the three. Alicia Gray, and that's good. It's a tie ball game.
A younger player who loves to learn and loves to improve. I don't think it's crazy to say that Gray will be unstoppable when she develops a consistent long ball.
Plum gets the bucket.
And just a huge hole in the defense, and she didn't waste any time going through it.
Here's Pow Pow. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Caldwell. 5 to shoot. Kelsey Plum with a steal. She gets it in there. Jackson with the steal. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Sparks on top, leading by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. You look at Gray, I mean, she's been playing really, really well.
I know we've said it about 1 million times already, but I'll say it again. She's had a great half, scored a lot of points.
And in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half she had. She can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Now Plum. Amby outside. Back to Plum. Pass to Vanloo. Lets the 3 fly. Griner with the rebound. Atlanta with the ball. 4-point game. Gray with it. Outside Howard for 3. She can't get that one. Outside Plum. Here's Brink. And Brittany Griner with the block.
Well, given Griner's timing and explosiveness, she can pretty much block any shot that goes up in the air.
Pass to Pow Pow. Jones outside. Howard. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gray. And rebounded by Brink.
Well, I know we're all happy to see Cameron Brink out there after she tore her ACL last season.
Only got to play in 15 games as a rookie, but we saw the talent that made her the 2nd overall pick, with Brink averaging over 2 blocks per game.
Now here's Pow Pow.
She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Pass to Gray.
And here's Pow Pow.
Back to Gray. Howard, guarded by Jackson. Now here's Hamby, guarded by Jones. Pass to Jackson. Now Hamby. Brink. Shoots the 3. A rebound by Gray.
Man, and they're 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Now Pow Pow. She's guarded by Plum. Picked by Jones. Second shot opportunity. That one good for 2.
Well, that might be the last player in this league you want to get an offensive board. At 6'9", Griner can get the ball back up and in real quick.
And the Sparks call time here.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Outside Plum. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
First personal foul.
In the offseason, Atlanta added some major front court firepower.
They signed 6'9" Brittany Griner, taking her from Phoenix after 12 years with the Mercury. Also adding 6'3" Brianna Jones, a 3-time All-Star with Connecticut. Those are 2 huge pieces. Huge. Pun intended.
And the first one drops.
Something we all know about Kelsey Plum is she's got the heart of a true competitor. No matter the time or place, she's always playing her hardest to get the win.
And she makes both free throws.
And last year, the Dream made the playoffs for the 2nd straight season.
Yeah, remember they missed 4 straight postseasons before that. So Atlanta, I would say, is headed in the right direction. The addition of Ryan Howard was a huge reason why.
Sinks the triple.
Tonight's game from Gray, it is coming as no surprise to us. I mean, Alicia is a bucket and can go off anytime she steps on the court.
The Sparks leading. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And it's out of bounds. The Sparks able to retain possession here. Just an incredible read on defense to come up with that block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and she is not about to give up an easy look.
Jackson outside. Plum.
A lot of clanks by them early in the second here so far. Only 1 make on 5 tries.
Pass to Pow Pow. Back to Gray. Looks good, is good. That's her 7th basket in 12 attempts.
That pass into the paint was dead on target.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Outside Plum. Ambia screen to the paint. Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw. It's going to go on Brittany Griner.
And last season was De'Erica Hamby's 10th in the W, and no doubt about it, her best.
Well, over her first 9 years, she averaged just about 9 points per game. Last year, that average jumped to 17, embracing an increased scoring role.
The first free throw is good.
You know, it's hard to believe, but the Sparks haven't been to the playoffs since the 2020 wobble.
Yeah, before this dry spell, they had been to 9 straight postseasons. But since they've lost some stars, some legends, and it hasn't been the same in LA, they're hoping this group can turn things around and make it back to the playoffs.
That one misses, so she goes 1 for 2.
And for this Atlanta team, it's been a long time since they've won a playoff series.
More than a decade at this point. 2013 was their last series win. 2018, their last year over 500. So Dream fans are hungry for a winner.
Took the opportunity when she saw it.
Well, at the arc, Plum can be lights out. She's got really great accuracy.
The Dream Trail. Pass to Jones. Gray. Here's Howard. Clock at 6. Launches a 3. He can't hit that time.
She has slipped into a real funk here.
Definitely. The basket is not looking very big to her at this point.
Back to Plum. Pass to Van Loo. On the wing, Rakia Jackson. Now here's Plum. Off target from three-point range. And here's Howard, guarded by Jackson. Howard, that's good.
They continue to get it inside. The defense struggling to just contain them.
And look, when you make 5 in a row from in tight like they have, it also just takes pressure off of your perimeter guys.
Great point.
Outside Plum. This one for 3. And it's Kelsey Plum again missing.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. She's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Griner. Yes, and a nice assist from Brianna Jones.
They're passing the ball very crisply right now.
Their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And here's Van Loo.
Outside Plum. Down low. Amby. And it's Atlanta with the rebound. Here's Howard. She's got 7. Gray outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Pow Pow. That one falls.
Defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And if they don't start showing some aggression, things are just going to get worse.
Now Plum. She's got 14. The 3 is up. The rebound by Brittany Griner.
Wow, this quarter has been ugly for her.
And it's not showing signs of turning around anytime soon. Her touch is all but gone.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Pow Pow. And here's Gray. Offline with the 3. Plum, guarded by Pow Pow. Left side, Plum. On the wing, Rakia Jackson. Back to Plum. Pass to Van Loo. To stop the drought. Again, the miss by the Sparks. Atlanta leading. Here's Pow Pow. Now here's Jones. And here's Ryan Howard from the arc. Yes, and a nice assist from Brianna Jones.
You know, the execution, it hasn't been there defensively in the second half. Play after play, they look just a step slow.
Here's Brink. Excellent D there from Brittany Griner. Pass to Pow Pow. Outside Howard. And here's Griner. Gray with it. She's got 17. One-on-one fast break. Jackson gets the bucket.
A great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, exploding to the bucket just as soon as that ball was going the other way.
Now here's Pow Pow. And the dream call time here. Well, after a great career in Europe, at the age of 31, Julie Van Loo made her WNBA debut in 2024.
And the experienced rookie Van Loo had a strong season for the Mystics, leading the team in assists, playing in all 40 games.
Now here's Walker Kimbrough.
D right on her. Reiner. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Walker Kimbrough. Here's Caldwell. Off target with the 3. The Sparks trailing. And here is Alemán. She's got 5.
Here's Cannon.
For the tie. Here's Stevens. And she hits it to tie up the game.
And I like the energy Stevens showed right there, refusing to quit on the offensive glass.
Pass to Howard. Kick by Jones. Goes up from the top of the key. And shot by Howard, no good. And a chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
And I'm not a genius like Brian, but if I'm them, I'd try for that.
Now, give yourself some credit, Tim. You're pretty smart.
Now here's Alemán.
And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Outside Howard. The floater, and the shot goes in.
That's a clever, clever shot by Howard. Going for the floater instead of pushing it all the way to the hoop.
Cannon, guarded by Jones. And it's blocked by Brittany Griner. 3/4 of play and a close game here. It's the Dream. They lead by a bucket. And we're coming back right after this break to get the 4th quarter started. Game on our hands as we welcome you back. 4th quarter action getting started. Here's Gray.
Now Pow Pow.
From deep, bangs home the trifecta.
She's putting on a commanding performance here. She's now hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Now here's Alemán.
Pass to Stevens. Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good. Here's Hillman.
That one falls, and a nice feed that time from Pow Pow.
They've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch and into the final quarter.
Yeah, they're looking very determined to close this one out as soon as they can.
If there's a time to increase the lead, it's the fourth.
Here's Burrell.
To the middle. Stevens, that's good.
Well, what makes Stevens such a good option in the pick and roll is her combination of size and mobility.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Gray outside. They set the pick. Out to the left wing.
Pass to Pow Pow.
Just 5 on the clock. For 3. That shot missing.
She's had an off game, but her team has been able to pick up the slack and get it done here today.
Now Stevens. Shoots over Coffee. No good, off front iron.
Now here's Pow Pow.
She's guarded by Alaman. Pass to Gray. The tray. Drops in the tray.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense, they have to close out quicker.
Now here's Alaman. Here's Burrell.
Here's Stevens. No good on that shot.
She hasn't had much success shooting the ball.
Pow Pow.
She's guarded by Alaman. Out to Gray.
Pass to Pow Pow.
They set a pick. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Stevens, that's good.
Stevens can score from anywhere, but on the interior is where the defense really has to worry about her.
Gray outside. The 8-footer, and there's another one for the Dream.
She's been one of their more reliable options today, and it's her shooting that has given them this lead.
Outside Stevens. Six to shoot. Out to the wing. Shoots from 14. The rebound by Gray.
You got to give them credit for the job they've done on the boards.
Well, guys, they've done a lot of things well, but their rebounding is right at the top of the list.
Hillman, that's good.
And their shooting percentage continues to climb in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been in total sync since the break. Good team basketball, and it's resulted in high-quality shots.
Very good adjustments at the half.
Here's Cannon.
Pass to Stevens. Fades. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. And Atlanta has possession. Here in the fourth, they've only allowed just 4 points.
Pow Pow.
She's guarded by Alaman. Three-pointer.
Pow Pow can't get it to go.
The Spark squad struggling. Here's Cannon. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, look, one of the reasons they're trailing is because we haven't seen enough of that. She has to become a bigger part of her offense.
Pow Pow with it.
Gray is screen.
Now here's Pow Pow.
Tight defense on her. Shot clock at 6.
Pass to Caldwell.
And the 3 off target. Down low. Amby left side.
Now here's Alaman.
Amby sets a screen. Alaman with it. Coffee covering.
here's Alaman.
Defense is right there. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. To the inside.
Pass to Pow Pow.
No good on the three. And the Sparks with possession here.
And here's Cannon.
Here's Alaman. No good with the triple.
She's not exactly killing them from deep. I mean, she had 1 3-ball in the first half, yes, but still none here in the second.
Oop, anticipated the pass, turnover. Here's Cannon. Good on the shot. Atlanta leading.
Pass to Caldwell.
Gray.
Here's Caldwell.
Now Hillman. 5 on the clock. To the paint.
Pow Pow can't get it to go.
Some great tight defense right there. Got right up on her and forced the miss.
Just close enough to bother her on the shot, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
Now here's Pow Pow.
Timeout.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Well, the coaches, they clearly don't like what's going on there, and they want to talk things over.
And why wouldn't they talk things over? I mean, really, you had to take a timeout there and just try to take away some of the opponent's momentum.
Pass to Gray. Now here's Griner. Griner with the screen. Steps back. Here's Howard. The Dream again can't hit. The Sparks trailing. Outside Plum. Here's Hamby. Guarded by Jones. And so she draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
But you can trust Erica Hamby to deliver all-out effort on the floor. She really puts in the work to make the most of her minutes, and she can be a difference maker for this team.
And she knocks down the first one. Doesn't get the second.
And here's Pow Pow.
Pass to Jones. Howard. And here's Gray. Clock at 6. Looking to end the drought.
And rebounded by Brink.
the Sparks with possession here. Now here's Hamby. She's guarded by Griner. Hamby down low. Griner's there. The fader. Hamby misses. Outside Howard. Pass to Pow Pow. Now Jones. She's guarded by Plum. Here's Griner. And out of bounds, the Sparks will take it.
We didn't get our hands up in time. They weren't on the same page there.
Now Plum.
Vanloo with the screen.
Pass to Hamby. Shot clock at 6. Nails it! What a beautiful shot to bring them within 3.
The moment not scaring Hamby, a leader. She takes pleasure in hitting the big shots.
Right side Howard.
Pow Pow.
She's guarded by Plum. It's Brianna Jones, high post. Here's Gray. Yes!
Love the concentration in the clutch. Gray doesn't get overwhelmed by pressure situations.
And the Sparks call time here.
They need to get a quick bucket here. If there's more than 24 seconds left afterwards, they can try for a stop. But if there's less, they're going to have to foul.
Brink.
She's guarded by Griner. Pass to Plum.
Vanloo.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Dream.
3 ball.
And so here's Atlanta. They held a 12-point lead earlier.
First team foul.
And that's an intentional foul.
Kelsey Plum. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Dream. Tahina Pow Pow. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And she is unable to get the second one.
Well, it's urgent time right now for them.
No doubt. They need points, and they need points fast.
Puts up a 3. Griner with the rebound. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Third personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Dream, Tahina Pow. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And no good as the first free throw misses for her. We'll see if she can nail the second. And no luck at the stripe this time. Second miss. The Sparks call timeout.
Yeah, I don't think a 2-point basket does much good for them here.
Yeah, I think that's their only choice. A 3 and then a foul.
Just not enough time left. Ran her defender straight into that screen to open up the lane to the hoop.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
You know, they had to foul to stop that clock. That's really the enemy in this situation.
Yeah, and who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range.
Maybe knock down a 3 or 2, who knows?
Shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that puts them up 5. So she gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Now that's how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
So it's Atlanta picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances as the visiting team.
But that didn't seem to bother them one bit. Road team, home team. All I know is at the end of the day, they were the better team.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.